Yo, 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 it's Q6 CEO. Turn your headphones up. You're now tuned in to H-Town Talks.
I just spread my wings and fly away. Been through so much pain, wishing I can die today. But I can't die today. I got a family who need me, so sick of time, nigga been greedy. Was always there when you need me, my way didn't work, God leave me. I'm just trying to beat the odds. I'ma always ball with my back against the wall. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball. Lately I've been stressing, God put me through the test. I've been out here doing my thing, can't complain, a nigga blessed. By the whole game change, try one else, you gon' get stretched. Can't be fucking with you lame, cause y'all nigga ain't built like us. Said we built for a tough, we the next to come up. Swear I want it real bad, swear I can't get enough. One slide nigga, yeah we all slide. One ride nigga, yeah we all ride. Bitches do or die. Who can I call when I'm all tired and my back against the wall? Fuck them other nigga, man, I promise we gon' ball. Fuck them other nigga, man, I promise we gon' ball. I just spread my wings and fly away. Been through so much pain, wishing I can die today. But I can't die today. I got a family who need me, so sick of time, nigga been greedy. Was always there when you need me, my way didn't work, God leave me. I'm just trying to beat the odds. I'ma always ball with my back against the wall. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball.
Got a lot up on my mind and I can't let my people down. I done lived through situations with my back against the wall. Lot of broken promises from people saying that they'll be there. A lot of you niggas be still on the port, but swearing that God, you really gon' step. That's why I went deed to myself. I jumped out the port for the fam. I'm taking a risk, moving bad for bad. Them pants can't sit in the vein. Your bitch looking at me, she say I'm a man. I knew the odds was against me. Some of these niggas be tripping. Better believe we know if it's risky. But fuck it, we still on go like it was 4th and inches. We're living in a world where sometimes I wanna give up. It's so ridiculous. The system really killing us. But me and my niggas, we gon' stand on our team. Forever ballin', we stay silent, so we'll never fall again.
I just spread my wings and fly away. Been through so much pain, wishing I can die today. But I can't die today. I got a family who need me, so sick of time, nigga been greedy. Was always there when you need me, my way didn't work, God leave me. I'm just trying to beat the odds. I'ma always ball with my back against the wall. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball. It's forever fuck them nigga, me and my nigga gon' ball.
I was just gonna start out with my own topic today, and I was just gonna speak on I was reading online and stuff like that, and I was gonna speak on the Summer Walker calls London on the track the worst baby daddy ever, and I was just gonna say or ask y'all to how do y'all feel about somebody calling out their baby daddy and let's say he was a good daddy, but y'all's relationship wasn't good, you know what I'm saying? And just off of that, off y'all's relationship, y'all gonna call him a bad dad or something like that, right. You know what I'm saying? Because in my own personal life, my dad, my relationship, or my mom and his relationship was not good at all, but me and his was real good, you know what I'm saying? And she never called him a bad dad or anything like that, but I was just gonna speak on that might be the case here, you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna see how y'all was gonna see about that or whatever.
Well, from I guess
Q6?
I speak from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had our kid, but I just know even in a relationship, even with the kid being involved, there's certain things a man gotta do to fulfill the woman's needs, not just as far as taking care of the kid and all that and that. You gotta provide for her too.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
cause we the alpha male.
Some men really gotta take responsibility and realize they don't actually take care of their kids like they say. Just cause you buy your kids something don't mean that you actually.
And you see them once every week.
You just cause you pull up on them on their birthday and give them some money and give them some shoes and clothes, that don't mean you're taking care of them.
At all.
Gifts are what you're supposed to give your kids. That's what you're supposed to do.
But time is something different.
But time is something that you're never going to get back.
Never.
So as your child is getting older, if you only giving them gifts and doing all that, like, I don't know what the case may be for him, but just in general, like, just all men in general, like, you can't just buy your kids gifts and expect that to be, like, okay. Like, you actually gotta be with your kids, in the house every day with your kids, taking care of your kids, being with your kids. Your kids gotta see you. Yeah. Like,
that's fair.
Just because you buying them something don't mean that you're taking care of them. And I think that's where a lot of men get it mixed up into where they think they're actually taking care of their kids and they not. Like, you gotta
put the money on it.
Yeah, you gotta
versus the time, the experience, the wisdom that you put into your kid. Like, you like a lot.
This
of people,
is your seed right here.
A lot of people don't even understand like when you have a child. And it's like, you got mama's boys and daddy's girls, stuff like that. But when it comes to their daddy, like, people, their kids look, girls look, little boys look to their daddy to see what piece of them they got. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like, your mama, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I know for me, like, with my mama, I didn't ever, like, really look to see what piece of my mama I had because I felt like I already knew. You know what I'm talking about? I lived with my mama for one, and so I saw her ways and I saw my ways, so I didn't have to look. With my daddy, though, it was like my daddy was mysterious. You know, is mysterious. You know what I'm talking about? My daddy is mysterious, so it's like he got some ways about him that I just want to see what I got. Is any of that the same? You know what I'm talking about? So, but if he would have just bought me clothes and like just bought me outfits for school and stuff like that, I would have never experienced him. Facts. You know what I'm talking about? We have to understand that as parents, we're an experience as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your kids, when you first had kids, they looking up to you. They're looking up to the parents
to see
first.
what to do.
And then when they can't look up to the parents, then that's when they go down the line and look elsewhere. Exactly.
That's true.
So as a man, you gotta be there for your kids in order to say that you take care of your kids. Now you got the flip side of it. You got the flip side of the coin. Now, most men taking care of their kids, right? They doing everything that they need to do they can. Now it's the woman on the other end. The woman is really the reason why the things ain't going the way it's supposed to be going. So she really,
can blame it on them.
And then, you know, the way the court system, the woman really gonna have the upper hand
no matter what. And the baby always gonna go to the mom in the court system.
So
no matter, unless she was on drugs.
Child support is so messed up because you could be with a woman to start off, and y'all going good and fine for the first 2-3 years of your child life.
Come on,
y'all can have that one fight, that one incident. Now she done kicked you out the house and put you on child support. Now you got back time. You're going to have back time on the child support that you paying. So then it's going to make it even worse because it's like, man, you've been there for that child ever since that child came out the womb. And now you and her that fell out. And now you got to pay, just throw out a number, you got to pay $10,000 back time on your child.
Plus,
and you done been, plus the extra now moving forward until your child turn 18. Then if your child go to college, you gotta pay that too. So it's like, man, it's like
they give you both ways.
It's like
that's why you get stuck in situations where I stay for the kids. That's why you get stuck in that situation.
People like me, because really, in all honesty,
and now you gotta pay to see your
crazy
kid.
Because nowadays most men, soon as the kid is born, want to put themselves on child support off the rip, just in case him and the woman split up
for him.
Because exactly, because he's looking at it like, I don't want to have to pay no $10,000 if me and her split up when my kid turned 5, because I still love my kid. I want to be there for my kid, but she want to make it hard for me. Like, she want to manipulate and play me. So that's what make it rough. And it's a lose-lose for this.
That's why you gotta watch it with baby mama you have.
It's really, some guys don't get the opportunity to watch who they have a kid with
because it
just happened. And then you in a state where y'all gotta either co-parent or she gonna win. It's not now. You can go as far as keeping every receipt, all this and that. It's still not gonna matter. Like
the court system. Like
that's the court system. They gonna make it that way. And there's nothing the man can do about it. You can be with that child, even till that child is up to 10 to 15 years old. As soon as you and that woman split up, she can put you on child support. She can put you on child support regardless, regardless.
And you done spent at
And
least
you done spent your
$500K.
whole life
At least $500K
with
with this
with
kid
your
already.
child. You
gotta
don't
pay
know
back.
how much you done invest in that child,
That's it.
and then you gonna have to pay all that back time plus the rest of the.
Because I was
amount
reading
that
one
you
thing,
gotta
and
pay.
they said every kid before they get to 18 costs close to $1 million.
Yeah, most definitely, and I believe it too.
God.
I believe it, and to go back on what you were saying as far as like being a good parent, being a good father, and taking care of the kid and everything. It's like you said, it's more than just getting clothes and all that stuff. And I feel like even if y'all don't have adult relationship, right? You and the mother, the father and mother don't have adult relationship or whatever. So now it's to the point to where I have to respect the fact you're just my child's mother, and you're my child's father. I have to respect that, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have this. You know what I'm talking about? So in my eyes, like if me and my wife was to split up or something like that, some shit like that, I'm still gonna make sure she have everything she need in order to give him everything he needs. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna stop doing what I've been doing, doing something that he's been used to. You know what I'm talking about? Because me and her didn't work out.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's still showing him how I love you, God dog, and I love your mom, and I love your mama enough to make sure she loving you. You know what I'm talking about? The way she and taking care of you, the way she need to be taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I pay the rent, I'm not fixing to split up with her and then just stop paying the rent. Because that's going to put a load on her, which is going to hinder him. You know what I'm talking about? So I feel like you said, know who you sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, sometimes that shit just happens because it's destined. You know what I'm talking about? If that baby was supposed to be here, it's going to be here. For sure. No matter who you had it with, it's going to be here. But we got to just know, like, make sure that we mature enough to take on the responsibility of, if this don't work out between me and this person, but I still got to make sure this little person over here straight. You know what I'm talking about? In all aspects. So if his mama not straight, you not straight. You know what I'm talking about? So I think that's part of being a good father as well. You know what I'm saying? And I got to commend my daddy on both my biological and my stepdaddy. And we both had some rocky hills. You know what I'm talking about? Some rocky roads with both relationships. But both aspects, they treated my mama very, very well. Like, she was a freaking queen. You know what I'm talking about? Which in turn gave it to me. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta commend both of my pops. You know what I'm saying? Because they did the damn thing with me. Even with me and my daddy, I went through a period of time where I wasn't talking to my biological dad for like 4 years. And even in that time, I could still tell that it was some part of him that was still taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I feel like, no, you can't keep your child's father away just because y'all didn't work out. That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Now, if it come down to an issue to where what the father is doing is not conducive to the child's safety and everything, then hell yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
If he up here getting shot at, you know what I'm talking about?
Taking in the drug houses and all it is.
No.
Exactly. You really
get your life together before you come see mom.
Because you got some men that's really fucked up.
Because some people really are doing that with their kids.
And they're actually not that's not a safe environment for the child or the mother. And that's the truth. But then it's majority of these men that are actually good men that want to take care of the child and want everything to be okay. But the woman make it so hard for him to the point where he gotta leave.
He ain't got no choice.
He ain't got no choice but to leave. And then when he leave, you gonna leave me, I'm gonna hit you with child support. Now the kid could be anywhere between 2 to 15, 16, 17. You still gonna have to pay back time regardless of what age. So it just mess it up.
I got a question for you. You about to have a baby. You gonna put yourself on child support? No. Because you know who you with.
Yeah, because I know
Amen. Let's go back to what you said, knowing who you with. You know what I'm saying? So. And
then it's not even gonna be like, if me and her wasn't able to work out. I'm still gonna do everything I can to make sure that she's straight and she's straight, my little girl straight. That's the only way.
Because in my eyes, she probably wouldn't put you on child support if you did that too. We done went through
9 months of you being pregnant, having to carry her, going through pure hell. And then we wound up not working out. I can't just leave her and you like that fucked up. I gotta still be there and provide because that's the business I made. Like we made her, so I gotta handle the business. I can't just neglect my option.
Yeah.
And if you wasn't, you would regret that.
Like, exactly, because that's gonna be on you. Like, dang, I could have been in my daughter's life. Like, some of these folks, they leave their kids out in the dust.
Yeah.
And then their kids wind up being something special.
Yeah, and then when they want to pop back
because the people that took care of their kid made sure that they was loved like they were supposed to. Their kids wind up being something in life. And then their parents get to, oh my God, if I would have been with my child, I could have been this, and that. Yeah. No, see, that's vain. You only want to be with the child because you see your child being successful. You should have wanted to be with your child when they was baby up.
When they
in the stomach still.
If you would have been with your child when they was from baby up, pushing them to be where they at now, you would have it made. That's your fault. That ain't their fault. And then you gonna try to go back to them and try to get something from them. Them kids, that kid don't owe you nothing.
And I'm your mother. I'm your father.
I pushed you out. I'm the one that had you. What that mean? You went here.
He was not here.
When I was
you
born,
didn't get me here.
when I was born, I was with another family that treated me like I was their own.
Yep.
So therefore, ain't no point in coming back.
Like them folks that come back, them adopted parents that come back and they be like, I need a kidney. The fuck? I don't know you to give you no kidney. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you gave me life and everything, but like, what if somebody that like actually took care of me needs this kidney? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I gotta put that on reserves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just that shit right there. It baffles me when they come up and have that entitlement.
But then you got the situation where it's like maybe both of your parents was together in the beginning. And then they winded up splitting off, and then it just so happened the mom and the daddy was having conflicts, so it didn't work out to where you got to experience both of the parents. Now, in that situation, yes, that's on the parents because they could have done better to co-parent, but at the same time, you can't really resent your mama or resent your daddy for what happened because that was between them. That wasn't because of you.
Exactly.
And both of your parents got to instill that in you so you know that going forward. So as you get older, you know, your daddy might not have been there. Like, I can say for me, like, my daddy was there for me till I was 13, 14. Then ventured off. But you feel me? When I graduated, he was here. You feel me? So it was like I was with him in the moments I needed him there. So it's not like I can sit here and say like, he wasn't no good father because he wasn't really there all my life. Like, nah, that wasn't the case. It was just things didn't work out between him and my mama, like how most families always work out. Like that's not the case for every family. That's not how it's gonna be. So it just didn't work out like that.
You understand the situation.
Exactly. That's not their fault. That's not my fault. And it's not their fault. It's just how it worked. That's just how it was made.
Exactly.
It couldn't have went no other way.
Exactly.
So that's another thing too. Like, even if your parents do split up or wind up not being together or not with you, like, that's on them to figure this shit out because you the kid and that's both of y'all's seed.
It's
so
never the child's fault. It's never the child's fault because they didn't ask to be here.
No. They didn't ask to be here at all.
So it's never their fault. So you got to do what you got to do to work around what you got to work around, but you still got to make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their fault. You chose to bring them in here, then you chose to keep them in your current situation. You didn't choose to adoption. You feel what I'm talking about, to put them up for a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a brother who's adopted, you know what I'm saying? But my mama had me. Then like 2 years later, she had my brother, you know what I'm saying? But she was 16 when she had me, you know what I'm talking about? So she was just like 17, about to turn 18 when she had my brother. And so it's like, I can't juggle both of these kids. But she gave them to our cousin, you know what I'm talking about? I was able to see him. We grew up together. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and then the thing about it was, though, they tried to put the whole we cousins thing. They tried to bring us in like we was cousins and stuff like that. And when my granddad told me that ain't your cousin, that's your brother, every day I saw him, I was like, we ain't cousins, we brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. But I understood my mama's decision on that because if she would have kept him, somebody would have got neglected. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody wouldn't have had it all, you know what I'm talking about, or had all of her. You feel what I'm saying? So I understood her reasoning and stuff like that. Fair. I had family members that was like kind of mad at her and shit like that, but I mean, that's their opinion and how they feel, but I understood where my mama came from. She was young, and my mama already, she's a sweet soul and everything like that, but she does have like that selfishness in her where she wants to do what she wants to do. You know what I'm talking about? My mama knew who she was. You know what I'm saying? And she know who she is to this day still. And hey, I can take care of one and still take care of me, but I can't do two and take care of me too. You know what I'm saying? So I respect her for at least knowing who she was and what she was capable of in that situation. So I feel that was good.
Exactly. And
hey, shout out to Stoney for that topic too, because Stoney put me on that topic.
And then I just want to say at the end that like, you also gonna have the situation where, say for instance, two people do have a kid, and it was just a mishap. Yeah. Like it was just some, that wasn't how they even supposed to happen. It just happened.
It was a prenup.
Now then, it's like the parents come together as one, and it's like the mother may be like, just give me such and such a month. You don't gotta worry about it. I ain't gotta. You don't gotta worry about none of that. And then you got some cases where the mother like, don't worry about it. Do you go live your life? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of this. This is not your child. Don't worry about that. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you do got situations where that can't happen. But as a man, regardless of the situation, you need to take care of your kid and handle the business regardless. Because you made the choice to lay with the woman, so you got to handle business. That's
to go back on the other part you're talking about, us as in the community of the LGBT, we, like me, I ain't having sex with no dude no more. You know what I'm talking about? To get no baby. I done done that. You know, I'm good on it. So for me, I wouldn't need you to be a daddy. I just need your sperm. You know what I'm talking about? I just need you to do what you need to do in the cup so I can put it in my wife and we can do what we got to do. So I wouldn't need you to be a daddy. And we've came in situations to where, in this relationship and in previous relationships, I came into a situation to where the daddy's like, no, I can't do that. I got to be a part of my child's life. You know what I'm talking about? And I respect the fuck out of those men. Like, it's like, it is good men.
They don't want their kids to walk
you know what I'm talking about? And not saying that the ones that did agree to it was bad fathers and bad men, but the fact that they just can't even, it ain't nothing in them that can break that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then some men even see, like, the LB, like, y'all, and then they see that, and it's like, they don't have the opportunity because they like the same sex. Yeah. So therefore, they should have the opportunity. They should have the opportunity to have a kid. Yeah. Like, some people see that. Yeah. So and then we can end it off. I didn't even tell you, but happy Pride Month.
Yay!
So happy Pride Month. Most definitely respect.
Appreciate that for real. That's respect right there. Appreciate that.
So like most definitely, most some men out there think like that. Like they really respect their community like that. Like they those women don't have the opportunity, you know, because they don't want to. They love the same sex. Yeah. So therefore, why not give them the opportunity to be a parent, to be parents? Yeah. Because that's not fair. Yeah. Just be real. Like, it's not. I mean, that's what y'all love. Mm-hmm. They can't. I mean, that's just how it is.
This is what it is. And a lot of people would say, like, well, it is fair because they got a choice, and we do have a choice, and I'm choosing to live this way. That's so, with that being said, if it is a man that's out there that's willing,
exactly, he got a choice too.
And even if they don't, it's plenty of kids out here that needs to be adopted, loved. Exactly. You feel what I'm talking about? It's so many. It's like so many I actually struggle with the fact of actually bringing another child into this world versus taking care of one that's already in it. You know what I'm talking about? I really struggle with that. I go back and forth constantly, but I have been leaning on the side of adoption. You feel what I'm talking about? Taking care of somebody that's already here.
It'd be worse because you got some kids that come from adoption and foster homes, and the folks just want to get the money out of the kid. They don't even care about the kid. They just want the money. Exactly. Then as soon as the kid leave, they gonna grab another one. That's it. Money. Like,
that's it.
What you mean? There's money in it like that?
Yes. Yeah. Especially if you become like a foster parent. Like them foster parents, they be getting that goo-wop. You feel me? I promise you, they get that goo-wop.
And some foster homes are terrible.
Yeah, and some, like when you go,
terrible.
That's why you hear them tragic stories. I was bouncing around from foster home, and we did this here.
My cousin was like that.
Yeah, and you sit down and talk to your cousins about some of them stories.
He already told me.
Exactly, because they're just about the money. They don't really care about the well-being of the child. Exactly. So it's like, get somebody, sit down, find something to eat. Yeah, you know, like they do the cheapest route to keep the most of the money. You feel what I'm talking about? Because they got to show that some that money is being spent toward the kids. You feel what I'm saying? So, but they take the cheapest route. 9 times out of 10 they do. Unless, like I said, us as me and my wife, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we want a child. We want that. Like, I always said I was going to have a whole football team. Like, I always wanted a whole football team. But at the end of the day, we want those kids. We want that many kids. You know, well, I want that many kids. I don't think she do, but we want those many kids. So it's like we're gonna do everything we can, even if they are giving us a check. We still gonna go above and beyond. You know what I'm talking about? But you got some people that they ain't. No, they gonna do that bare minimum, and that's it. And fend for yourself. At the end of the day, if your little brother over here touching on you, oh well, sleep in another room. They ain't gonna do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how most people come out of the foster homes. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was a good ass topic, y'all. Shout out to Bay again, like you said, Stoney. You know, Rosebud in the building. So we're gonna go ahead and take this little break. We'll be back with y'all in a minute with Queen Simba, and we're gonna talk about, is it ever okay to tell a lie? So y'all think on it. We'll be back. It's H-Town Talks. We talk, we vibe.
Yo, what is up? This is Dave Chops, one of the 3 Lockheads, and you listen to H-Town Talks.
Hey, where all the hot girls at? I need y'all on the dance floor right now. You know why?
We don't take no out.
To be a hot girl summer.
You don't wanna go there. See it being sneaky, trying to creep in my mind. Wanna get to play, it ain't fair. Better show me what I'm working with behind. Another ass on me, you gon' freak it like you're on some. Working like a genie, hear your wishes like you want some. You know I'ma dive into your ocean. Baby, I'ma take it to the motion.
They too live like Uncle Luke, they got the club going crazy. They needed some shit with some bop in it, while I turned up like the baby. While the whole club going freaknik, man, where the bad ones at? I need me a thick one like Megan, who can take dick when she's standing. When that lick in her system, she go from classy to nasty. But when that Henny in my system, I go from rude boy to nasty. She unwrapping me like a candy bar, she going live when the camera on. Got me calling her Jill Scott from the way she play with my microphone. Damn, girl.
You don't wanna go there. See it being sneaky, trying to creep in my mind. Wanna get to play, it ain't fair. Better show me what I'm working with behind. Other ass on me, you gon' freak it like you're on some. Working like a genie, hear your wishes like you want some. You know I'ma dive into your ocean. Baby, I'ma take it to the motion.
So where my hot girls at? Who real bad and they bougie? Who come alive in the nighttime when they turned up on that Deuce. They real nasty when they roll with it. They throw it back, no control with it. Lord, I think I'm in heaven. While they driving the boat like Megan, they acting up like city girls. They talking that cash shit. With their hair done and their nails did, that's the definition of a bad bitch. They real nasty when they wanna be. They fuck you back when they on the deep. They real freaky when they wanna be. She catching my kiss when she yelling me. With a face of an angel, she look good all angles. Tiger stripes on the back of her, she remind me of a Bengal. She throw it back in that Ethica, and she a fox like Vivica. And the way she arching her back out, she got your boy about to tap out. Damn, girl.
You don't wanna go there. See it being sneaky, trying to creep in my mind. Wanna get to play, it ain't fair. Better show me what I'm working with behind. Other ass on me, you gon' freak it like you're on some. Working like a genie, hear your wishes like you want some. You know I'ma dive into your ocean. Baby, I'ma take it to the motion.
All right, we back with H-Town Talk with the Lockheads, and it's my subject up next, topic, subject, all that good stuff up next. So I guess I want to ask everybody just straight out, like, do y'all ever feel like there's a just cause to tell a lie? So, you know, you got white lies, you got all type of lies that people tell. They, oh, wasn't that type of lie, wasn't this or wasn't that, but is there ever a legit reason to tell a lie, do y'all think?
In a certain situation, like, it depends, like, on the situation, though. Like, let's say you get jammed up with the cops or some shit. Hey, that's the time to, hey, you might need to bring your lies out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little finesse.
But, like, if it's with you and your wife, you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Y'all should be straightforward, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should be, there shouldn't be no lies behind it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Depends on, like, who you talking to, the situation, I feel like.
It depends on what situation.
Yeah, what situation you in.
Like if you, I feel like with the police situation.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person to where it's like, okay, if it's the police, you got to show me. You like really got to show me. You got all the evidence. When I say show me, I mean you need to have the picture, the video, my sound, the audio, all that shit to say you got me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm sitting quiet. I ain't even saying nothing to tell a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Because I feel like sometimes people get
in that
mad.
situation, you don't know nothing.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. What are you talking? You got me in here.
Exactly.
Show me what you got on me to have me in here.
You ain't even really got to tell a lie.
Yeah.
Because when you talking to your lawyer gonna know
Talk
everything.
funny. Yeah.
Your lawyer already know the truth.
Yeah.
So even if you really guilty, your lawyer know that you might be guilty, but they finna play it like you not guilty.
So you
gonna be in there quiet.
Yeah.
Like, what's the
Your
point
lawyer
of
gonna be doing the line for you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and at the same time, the lawyer ain't even lying. He don't even like deny shit.
The lawyers,
he
and the lawyers for you.
Yeah,
he's trying to help you win.
Yeah.
So for him to be like, this nigga guilty, like he not doing his job.
Period.
That ain't gonna work.
And then when you get like in a jammed up situation, they be like, the lawyers would be like, okay, if you need this information from my client, he's going to be needs to be released from all these charges, how people get caught up on snitching and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But in that case, how would y'all handle cases like that? Like if you, since we got to the police side of things, if you're in a situation and you know the situation, and it's a possibility that even though you know the situation, you could go down for the whole entire situation if you don't get this one piece. You feel what I'm talking about? And the way you get off is the way to basically snitching. That's how you get out. You know what I'm talking about? How does that go?
In that situation, you knew what it was when you came into the shit.
Yep.
So every one of y'all knew the risk at hand when you first started this shit.
Yeah.
So therefore, you the one that got caught.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else get caught.
Yeah.
You got caught.
Yeah.
So therefore, they telling you to tell on the rest.
Right. To get
when
you
the
off.
rest ain't got caught.
Yeah.
To get you off.
Yeah. The self.
But you the one that got caught.
Yeah.
You gonna try to blame on somebody else. Yeah.
You knew what you was doing when you stepped your foot off the porch and said, let's get it.
Yep.
You knew what you was doing.
Yep.
And now they got you. They ain't got your homeboys. See, that's what the thing is. They gonna be in there trying to make it seem like your homeboys that told and said that they did this and
they lying your ass.
They gonna try to finesse you into telling the whole story. But in reality, they don't know a damn thing at all. And they
depending on you.
They baiting on you to tell the story.
Yeah.
So if you sit there solid, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even know them.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to.
Yeah.
Because you knew what it was when you jumped off.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
But that goes back to because you do know them. You lying though.
You do know them.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
get
that's what I'm saying.
So
That's
you is lying in a
I'm
sense. So
sitting
you see
there-
what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
You see
In a
what I'm saying,
situation
though?
like that, I agree.
I know you see what I'm saying? It's technically like you really like it's the consequence area. Like them boys ain't caught up.
Yeah.
You caught up.
Yeah.
So you might as well go ahead and take that because you the one that got caught. Now you don't say a damn thing about nobody else.
Yeah.
Only thing they can do is get you for what they
You
convict you
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Now if they ain't got shit to convict you of,
And
they gotta let you
speculation
go.
and all that shit. Because
They gotta let you go.
They gonna pull y'all
They gonna
in
have to let you go
on some
eventually.
speculation. I think they got like
Exactly.
a 72-hour hold or 48-hour hold they can do
If
on
they
you.
don't got nothing
I'm
solid
telling you,
on
I don't
it's
care if you
over.
catch me in the goddamn act. I don't care. When you get me in that goddamn intimidation room, whatever you want to call it, when you get me in that room, I need my lawyer. That's the only words that I'm saying. That's it.
You only gotta say that.
That's
the
it.
smartest thing.
Like, did you read me my rights? Because make sure they read you your rights. Because if they don't read you your rights, all that shit is thrown out in court. So make sure your rights is read to you. But at the end of the day, you read me my rights. After you read me my rights, I need my lawyer. Well, we wanted to sit down and I'm quiet at that point. I just told you what I needed. At that point, you're going to be talking to a goddamn brick wall.
Exactly.
Nothing out of it.
That's where it be so messed up because, I mean, you know, you got your family and everything on the outside.
Yeah.
Like, some of these niggas might have kids and everything. But that's the thing, though, bro.
You knew what you was getting in.
You knew.
And I knew what I was getting in when I got called.
You knew what was going to happen to your family.
Shit that I need to go ahead and show my hands.
You knew your family was there.
Yeah.
You knew what it was.
Yeah.
So therefore, them consequences going to land in your hand. Now, it's messed up. But see, that's the thing. God worked in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
God know the whole operation, what was going down from tit from tat.
Yeah.
So if you sitting there silent, that's how you supposed to be.
Yeah.
I get the truth set you free and all this and that, but at the same time,
you have to show me the truth before I tell you the truth.
You was a part of that, bruh.
Yeah.
You can't make it seem like you weren't a part of that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was doing this and then he was doing that.
That's your part.
Oh, bruh,
Speak on you. Speak on you.
Say what
Only
you was doing.
speak on you.
Speak on what you doing if you're going to speak on somebody else. Because therefore, you're going to tell on them, you might as well tell on you. Shit, if I'm in there and I'm like, shit, I'm going to tell. Shit, David was doing this.
Right.
Shit, Lex was doing this.
Right.
And shit, I was in the back doing this.
Right.
You feel me? We was all. You feel me? I might as well. You might as well tell yourself that. Because see, they might not even have they ain't got nothing on y'all. They might have just had suspicion of me. And I'm in there quiet.
Speculation.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
They gotta let me go because it was just suspicion there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in trouble. And you feel me? I might have to do a little bid or something. But at the same time, I knew what it was when me and you, when all three of us sat down and said, "This is what we gonna do."
Yep.
You feel me? So you can't you can't run from there.
That's real. That's all. I completely agree. Like I said, you ain't getting nothing out of me. You getting. I need a lawyer. When it comes to the police situation, now when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. I feel like that, especially like a marriage or any kind of relationship that you in, even with my family and shit like that, I don't feel like there's a reason to tell them. I really don't.
I feel so much better when I say the truth.
Yeah, when I say the truth. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've been in a situation to where I didn't tell the truth off rip. You know what I'm talking about? I withheld the truth for a matter of time, and then I eventually said something. But when somebody asked me a question, or if that situation that I was keeping, withheld within me came to a question, I'm gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm talking about? But like I said, I have withheld the truth before for a period of time, and I said on it. You know, I said on it. And I thought about it.
Because sometimes when you with the person you love, like. You gonna make mistakes and fuck up. Yeah. Like, we ain't talking about the cheating aspects. No. We talking about, like, you done fucked up some money here and there. Or, you feel me, just a little small shit. Like, sometimes, you feel me, nobody perfect. Yeah. But at the same time, you don't want your spouse to know that you ain't perfect. Yeah. Like, you want to make it seem like you're perfect. Yeah. But at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. Yeah. So, you got it. So, in that situation, sometimes, you'll feel like, I can't let my spouse know that I just fucked up this band. Yeah. Trying to do this and that, fucking off on some shit. Exactly. Like, you can't really, you feel me? Exactly. You do that. So it's like, it be fucked up because it's like, your spouse gonna be like, hey, babe, where that money go for the, and then now you gotta be like, oh, well, you feel me? I gave it to somebody, you feel me? They supposed to pay me. Now you lying. You might as well go ahead and just keep it real. Because, see, I done been in a situation, not money-wise, but it's been some little small shit where I done been like, instead of just keeping it real, because you feel me, once you keep it real, your spouse see that, okay, you made a mistake. That's an error. Ain't nobody perfect. We're going to communicate. We're going to talk it through. I might be pissed. I might be mad.
Same with me.
You can't, I can't be mad at her for being mad because I fucked up. Exactly. That was my mistake. That's just vice versa. She make a mistake. She can't be mad at me for being mad. So therefore, I got to take her being mad and work and fix myself and make myself better. Because if I want to make myself better,
to not do it again.
It's going to keep repeating the cycle. And the cycle never going to break.
And that's going to become you as a person.
Exactly.
At that point, it becomes a characteristic of you.
And then that person, your spouse, going to eventually get tired of it. So then it gets to a point where you really got to dig deep. Like, hey, bro, like, lock in. Like, you can't be doing that.
A lot of lies, I think, are told off fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been told a lot in my relationships, God dog. I've been told so many times that I was just scared to tell you the truth because I didn't know how you was going to react.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? But because I'm like, and sometimes I'll be like, well, how the fuck did I show, what made you scared to tell me this shit? You know what I'm talking about? When we done had the conversation, and that piece right there that I just gave y'all is what scares them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my reaction. You feel what I'm talking about? Is what was scared. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of my relationships did have the downfalls that they had, because the way I would react to shit, but I will react to the shit because it's like, why you just didn't tell me
exactly.
when I done opened up the floor for us to be open and honest. You feel what I'm talking about? So why you just didn't tell me? Well, you reacted to this way, so I thought you was gonna. No, it don't matter because if you come, I told you if you come to me with the truth, we can get through anything. But if I find some shit out, I'm going the fuck off. I'll let you know exactly what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
then it just go to when you get into that relationship and y'all done been together for such amount of time. You gotta know, like,
your person.
You gotta know your person. Like, you gotta know when they gon', you feel me? When they get to that point where it's like, how you react and your attitude, that's gonna make them, like, how it's gonna rub off on them. Yeah. Like, I can just say, for instance, like, me and my girl can get into it. Yeah. Shit, nigga, I'm upset. Goddamn shit, I ain't, you feel me? Yeah. Cause how I think, shit, we get to arguing. Yeah. I'm thinking you gonna leave it.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking that too. I got straight
there. I'm thinking you finna leave it. So then I get upset, and then it's just she get the I ain't gonna leave. You feel me? Like that. So it's just really your response. It's really the response both of y'all gotta have when the person has made the mistake they made. Yeah. Like really, how you respond to it gonna make everything coincide and go better because. If you come off, if my girl made a mistake and I come off snapping, going hard, she gonna start.
She gonna be reserved to share anything else.
I don't want to tell you shit else. Yeah. And then vice versa, I gotta tell her something. She snap on me shit. I'm gonna keep shit myself. Exactly.
Oh, I ain't telling her this shit. Yeah.
Basically, come down to y'all the communication skills gotta be
and trust. Like you have
to.
Communication is key in every situation, and then you have to like trust what I'm telling you, and then you have to trust your person and how they're gonna react.
It's all trust.
I think we talked about expectations like a minute ago, like on our podcast and stuff. When you come to somebody with something, when we had that expectation, when we like, okay, I know I gotta tell Bae this, how's she gonna react? We can't even ask that question. You know what I'm talking about? We really can't even ask that question because in that sense, we're trying to control the situation.
And you
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't control the situation. You gotta just own the accountability part that you gave. You know what I'm talking about?
If y'all go y'all separate ways on it, then
whatever you played in that situation, shit, let's go on up to it.
Let's go ahead and own up to it. Go back to my topic. You gotta just own up to it.
Yeah, you gotta own up to it. And then how she react is how she react. And when okay, in a cheating situation or something like that, they gonna be like, fuck your ass, I'm out this. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do all of that. You know 9 times out of 10, you know your person. You feel what I'm talking about? So you know what to do to get them or get them to stay, or you gonna know if your person just need that space for a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? To just think and you come around. You gotta like prepare yourself. Okay, so if I tell her this and she say, okay, I'm out this bitch, I gotta be prepared to get her back. And if she stay, I gotta be prepared to keep her. You know what I'm talking about? Fair. So that's the only really situation. That's the only kind of control that you can really have is what you do.
What you do.
Am I going to? Am I gonna do what I gotta do to give her back? Yeah. Am I gonna do what I gotta do to get her back if she do leave me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or am I gonna do what I gotta do to keep her if she decides to stay? You know what I'm talking about?
That's when, cause they go to it from a man perspective. Like a lot of men get it twisted. They think it's okay for them to cheat on their woman.
But the second
then the second she go out and another nigga.
They go to their territory shit, you said.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem.
It's a whole problem.
No, it was a problem since you did it.
You been sitting here fucking all these other females, and she done caught you, and now she done had her eye on another nigga because you done gave up yours to somebody else. Now she give up hers to somebody else. Now you all fucked up and ready to end your life. Nah, nigga, you can't do it like that. Nah, you gotta realize
at that point you just gotta own up.
You gotta be accountable for that shit.
It's not the end of the world though.
It's not. It's like, okay, in an instance of an instance like that. Okay, I feel like and we've all been through that, and I feel like if I say, okay, you cheated on me, I decide to stay. I decide to forgive you and stay, right? And if I say I'm gonna try to work this shit out, and I'm gonna come in and try to work it out, but I ain't gave you that notion that I done forgave you yet, type shit. In a sense, to me, the person that cheated should be in a mind space of, okay, she probably moving her own way, doing her own thing. I done came to you and told you, hey, you just cheated on me. Now I was in a space and I am trying to work this out, but I felt like I needed to get some get back, so I went and fucked shorty over here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? If she get mad about that, or if he or she get mad about that, to me, they wasn't gonna be humble about their situation from the get that they did. You know what I'm talking about? They wasn't gonna be humble about that. They expected you to forgive and forget, and that's that. Versus understanding what space that they just put you in when we decided to stay with the person that cheated, we are still put in a space. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes that space is shit. I want you to feel how I feel. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? And if you okay, now you gonna feel how I feel. I just cheated on your ass with this person while I said I was trying to work it out with you, and I still want to work it out with you, but I low-key wanted you to feel how I feel. Now can we work this shit out? You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not saying that's how you should move. No. I'm not saying you should move tit for tat. But I'm just saying, if that was a situation, it's even. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's even. Yeah. But at the same time, both of y'all did have a choice whether y'all want to be with each other.
Yeah, like is this gonna be a cycle now? Yeah. Like now that you know you like if it's gonna be a cycle, no, it's gonna be toxic at that point. Yeah. But shit, at the end of the day, if I went and cheated on Stoney and then Stoney came back and said, "Yeah, I cheated on your ass too," I gotta eat that. Yeah, I have to eat it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I just went and fucked somebody else. She decided to stay, and then okay, she want to put a little tart on my shit. Bet she went and fucked somebody else. That shit sting like a motherfucker, but hey, I gotta eat that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly how she felt.
You gotta think about how she felt though. Yeah, because she could have felt
way worse.
Because you already knew that was probably gonna happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She ain't doing it with emotions attached or none of that shit. And in the fucking at a lesbian world, emotions be running deep as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? So if you done fuck somebody and you got somebody, you fucked off emotions and everything else. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just real talking. If I'm wrong, LGBT, tell me. But I'm 9 times out of 10. Yeah. If you fuck in this community, you got emotions attached. Where when she going to get her get back, that's all it is get back. Ain't no emotions attached to that shit. So she's still stinging low key because she knowing that it was some emotions attached to that. So she's still questioning what is this person giving her that I didn't give her? She still got them questions going on in her head. Versus
no matter where she went and did
it. No matter if she went and did it or not. Yes, she went and did it and she so-called cheated on you, but you cheated on her. You cheated on her. You was talking to a bitch. You was texting a bitch. You was you going through the ropes like you damn near on another relationship side versus she just went and got a fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about to make you feel
talking to this other person, texting them, they just, she just went
you know what I'm saying?
So
if something like that, I feel like the other person who actually did the event first, they just gotta eat it. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta eat it because you chose to make that bed and lie in it. And then when they decided to stay, that's again knowing who you with. Are you with a person that's gonna be on some shit? I gotta get back. You know what I'm saying? Again and again. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know who you with. But I really don't feel like it's no reason to lie in no situation, especially like in no situation. In no situation. I don't lie to my grandma when she asks me a question. I don't lie to my wife when she asks me a question because that shit just gonna come back and bite me in the ass. It really is. What's done in the dark comes to the light. That's a true ass statement.
You gotta keep up with all the lies.
You gotta keep up with so many fucking. Yeah, I went to work last night. We had overtime. Oh, okay. Your check come up. It's still the same little $600 check. You know what I'm talking about? I thought you worked overtime. Oh man, they said they're gonna put it on the next one. The next check come up, but it's an actual overtime week, but you're supposed to have that overtime plus the other overtime. It still ain't adding up. You feel what I'm saying? So just gonna get yourself caught up if you keep lying. So you gotta trust. You know what I'm saying? Trust your person. Don't try to control the narrative of what the other person is going to do. Just own what you did. You know what I'm talking about? Own whatever you about to lie about. Own it. It is what it is. I did this. Here it is. I don't want you to leave, or hey, I still love you. Whatever the case may be, if it's a family member, if it's a spouse, whatever it is, this is the case of it. I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, but I did it, and I really hope you can forgive me. What do I need to do? You feel what I'm talking about? Whatever the case may be, but I do not think
I'll
never lie to none of y'all either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's no reason to lie to nobody at all. Period. I really don't. That's that one. They'll quick and easy because that's just being real for real. It's just being real. So, Sage Time Talk. We talk. We vibe. You listen.
They think I'm heavy, see it. Do all my dirt, but I still repent. Don't talk about my problems, I just deal with it. Talking numbers, bitch, I only speak dividend. In my game, we be cool, not stealing fancy. Spin your block, we spinning, we spin again. Make a place for the cash, I'ma spin again. Make it back, I'ma spin again. We ain't nothing alike, we on different levels. So you been fighting demons, we fight different devils. Bitch, I'm a ball like you want a man. Came from the bottom, you really wanna understand. I'm out with the cross link to the underhand. By my bag, I can't wear by no other man. Profit thoughts, I can't think nothing other than. Rats get too big, they won't fit in a rubber band. Rats get too big, I went bought me a designer bag for him. Pop my shit so much that I be mad for him. Click on with the shot, I got mad for him. Horsepower with my white to be rap floor. Rock a nigga to sleep like a newborn. I'm so hard, bitch, I'm going to my own horn. I can't help you, I'm going through my own storm. I ain't worried about one single enemy. Ain't no breaking, shaking, knocking, no bending me. I done made place from the busy, be without a tendency. Really don't know why these fuck niggas envy me. Buzz on your run, my racks up to infinity. Bows on the highway, we push to infinity. Then came a long way for swerving fertility. Business is business, no feelings of sympathy. Before you take this, now my heart gotta stop. This the life of the hard night. Serving niggas like we hit the hard rock. Gotta turn me some soft in the hard rock. And I got me some niggas still on the block. And they trapping their way to the fucking top. Got a Glock in the pot, they gon' make a lot. Like for gamble, blackjack, and playing slides. They think I'm heavy shit. Do all my dirt, but I still repent. Don't talk about my problems, I just deal with it. Talking numbers, bitch, I only speak dividend. In my game, we be cool, not stealing fancy. Spin your block, we spin again. Make a place for the cash, I'ma spin again. Make it back, I'ma spin again. We ain't nothing alike, we on different levels. So you been fighting demons, we fight different devils. Bitch, I'm a ball like you want a man. Came from the bottom, you really wanna understand. I'm out with the cross link to the underhand. By my bag, I can't wear by no other man. Profit thoughts, I can't think nothing other than. Rats too big, they won't fit in a rubber band.